I know that you were engaged once, and that's a story that you always.
Oh
makes me
yeah,
laugh.
you want to hear about that?
I would love to wrap up with that.
Permanent Comedy with Todd Armstrong, in collaboration with Wolfwise Media. Featuring Todd Armstrong, Todd Armstrong, Todd Armstrong, Todd Armstrong, and Richie Stratton.
Without further ado, please welcome to the stage the host of Permanent Comedy, Todd Armstrong!
Oh, hello everybody. Thank you for coming out on a Wednesday when it's rarely sunny in Portland. Y'all know who Jeffrey with a G is. You know who I'm talking about. And for those of you who didn't get that last joke, Toys R Us, a nationwide toy chain, would select one child once a year from a sweepstakes of tens of thousands of children to go ape shit inside a Toys R Us store. And they could keep whatever they wanted as long as they got that cart back to the front of the store within 1 minute. I never got that experience. Fuck you, Jeffrey with a G. I don't like giraffes now because of it. I never got that experience. But my nephews get that experience. My nephews get that experience because every single year on their birthday, I drive their asses to the dollar store. Couple of rules. Rule number one, Uncle Todd goes high as shit. Because I'm a mature pothead, that's what I am. Mature potheads are individuals that function best between just high enough to do this and holy shit, we got too high to do this. Portland, Oregon. Rule number one. Rule number two is we don't tell anyone in the store what the fuck is going on. Yeah, because rule number three is my nephews get 5 seconds to go ape shit inside that store for every year of age they are. Yes. So just imagine a 35-year-old and a 10-year-old running around the store, Jaden, get the ninjas, 39, 38. People lose their shit. People don't read the news nowadays. People start grabbing like water and batteries just in case there's an asteroid hit. Like, I fucking... Just in case, I'm gonna grab these gummy worms. It's an experience my nephews get. My nephews love this shit. They love it, but you have to stop at the age of 10 because 10-year-olds are incredibly fast. $137 fast. There's something in the milk, people. These kids are too quick. It was partially my fault, though. I had an enlightenment moment when I was doing this. I was having a good time. I was running around pushing the cart full of like ninjas and batteries and sparklers and all this shit that has a dollar store that'll probably kill a kid if he puts it in his mouth. Having a great time. And I turned the corner and I realized, holy shit, I'm Buddhist. Holy shit, I'm Buddhist. Buddhism is a complex religion that I've never quite got. About letting things go and being present. And it hit me right then and there when I was running around with that card. I was like, holy shit, being Buddhist is just letting yourself be 8-year-old you in your head forever. That's it. That's how you get rid of stress. Place 8-year-old you back in your head. 8-year-old you doesn't give a shit about late bills because 8-year-old you doesn't give a shit about a credit score. I just let it go. I'm single and 35. I hate dating, but 8-year-old me is stoked that I'm probably feeling titties tonight. Think about that, right? Balance it out. I hate driving in traffic, especially in Portland. Holy shit. Bike riders and left lane assholes, people doing the speed limit in the left lane. If you're doing the speed limit in the left lane, I'm wishing you ass cancer with laser fucking precision. Like, you're the reason there's traffic jams. Fucking yield slightly to the right, please. But then 10-year-old me stops and goes, no, wait, Todd, don't get ass cancer. You're driving a car. Have some fun. Right? You disagree with me, chuck your keys to an 8-year-old. See if you disagree with me. Let him drive around the parking lot a little bit. I do that with my nephews because I'm a good uncle. Again, do the dollar store thing, but stop at the age of 9 because 10-year-olds are fast. $137 fast. But it was my fault because I had that Buddhist flash right then and there. Pushing the cart full of shit, turn the corner, my nephew sees the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Count 45, 46. I turn the corner to see a 10-year-old boy staring at an end cap of silly string. Oh, that's a good response. Because what child doesn't want to grab handfuls of silly string? He grabs 4 cans, goes, Uncle Todd, starts celebrating. I go, that's not how we do it, and I tip the end cap into the cart. 67 cans of silly string landed inside that little shitty green cart for a collective total of $137. Yes, that's a person who's going to do that to their nieces and nephews. They got that. Now, $137 is a lot of money to spend to have the happiest nephew in the planet, but it is way too much to spend to have the most pissed off sister-in-law on the planet. I love anarchists. They're my favorite people, especially when you interview anarchists. Like, what do you want in society? I don't know. Fucking, occupy. I don't know what. I don't give a shit. Basically, anarchism is a political system for your teenage years. You won't see an anarchist over 30. You know? You grow up, you get a little adult. You're like, holy shit, who turns on the streetlights and how do firefighters get paid? Like, that's taxes? Fuck yeah, I'll pay those. Hell yeah. Fucking send in your vote. People don't like that joke here in Portland, Oregon. They iron their bandanas here. They're like, no, fucking don't. Gotta look good when I go out. They don't like it when you call them on their shit. No one likes to be, Portland, people move to Portland to not be called on their shit. Like, that's why you moved here. No one fucking wants an uncle here. And I'm the one that, I like to say that shit. It's like, you're not an anarchist if you have a bus pass. You really aren't fucking self-sufficient. Like, and I got chastised by a comic. Hey, Todd, actually, you're full of shit. I know a lot of anarchists over the age of 30. Actually, they live in an anarchist commune over on Hawthorne. An anarchist commune. Why the fuck is that not a reality show? Like, are you serious? No, it's real, because people, all homophobia is a direct result of stupid people having access to free Bibles. That's it. That's it. You leave them around in the Motel 6, stupid people have to take shits. They're like, oh my God, abomination? I don't know what that is. Is that a gay snowman? Oh, shut the border down. Oh my God, you fucking, no. It's gonna be cold and uncomfortable. I don't wanna do that. Right? Abomination doesn't even mean you're going to hell. Abomination means social trespass. Like white pants after Labor Day or farting in a car. You know? You're not going to hell, but you're fucking not getting a ride again. Ever. Abominator. You guys been great, everybody. I've been Todd Armstrong. You guys ready to have a good night? Mr. Richie Stratton, everybody. Here he is.
Yeah! You saw Portland's funniest person, now you get a guy who's willing to get tattooed! Yay! Anyway, how's it going, everybody? How you doing? Good? Awesome. I'm 32. Is that adult? Yes? No? Yes? No? But it's like adult light. Like, I think adult things are happening for me. Like, I feel very adult. Like, pills have stopped being fun and started being useful. I thought that was, like, smart of me. I pulled a muscle sleeping. That's a real thing that I did. That sexy lower back tattoo, girls get back here. Apparently my body got jealous and made its own out of fur, so that's fun. Perfect example about how I've become an adult, and I know I'm an adult now, even though you're saying I'm not, but I think this is the most adult thing you can do. It was at the end of the day, and I was gonna lay down, give myself some self-love, you know, ticket to 1 to Pound Town, was gonna masturbate. So anyway, I was laying down and my back cracked and I was like, good enough. And I just went to bed. I thought that was very adult of me. I work at a strip club for the articles. I do, I work at a strip club. I'm a host at a strip club. I tell jokes in between ladies, and that's what I do. And there's DJs behind me, and they're playing the music. You're laughing at the setup? I didn't even say anything. You cash those laugh checks anywhere you want. Anywhere. Anyway. I'll tell you this though, some horrible, horrible strip club DJs I got to work with, and I'll just do like an amalgam of like all of them and how awful they can be. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some sexy ladies coming on this stage right now. All sorts of sexy ladies are gonna come on this pole and do some pole trickery. Oh my goodness, your first performer lives at 2252 Southeast 139th Avenue, apartment J5. Give it up for the sweet moves of Sugar. Sugar. Ashley Johnson to the stage right now. Ashley June Johnson, get to the stage right. Ashley, all right, she's putting on her eye makeup, ladies and gentlemen. How about you go ahead and grab yourself a private dance? That's right. You go ahead and grab one of these ladies. They'll take you over to that VIP area and they'll do everything but make their fathers proud. Hey, everybody. Your next performer is off in 10 minutes and drives the white Pontiac outside. Her biggest fears are bleeding to death to the song Shiny Happy People from R.E.M. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Divine. Divine. Mandy McTarnahan, get to the stage. Mandy, I'm serious. Hey, we have a make-your-own taco bar, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. A make-your-own taco bar with both sneeze and queef guards. I'm kidding. The sneeze guards come in on Friday. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, put down an extra $1 bill for this lady. She's stripping for two. Probably shouldn't tell you that she's pregnant, but I'm just a proud papa. Hey, her social security number is 542. Oh, that's actually my social security number, so I'm gonna stop that bit. Okay. Anyway, it's gross down there. It's like a mushroom growing on top of a peach. It's really, okay, I swear. I'm circumcised, but that's just because I used a Flowbee wrong. It's just gross down there. It's like half Dalmatian. Anyway, I get drunk and watch TV because apparently I can't handle the reality of Family Guy anymore. I don't know why, but got wasted. Actually yelled at CNN once. They were doing this story, and I actually yelled at my TV. The Blind of America, they got together with like clicks and whistles or something. I don't know how they did it. One yelled, Marco, and then they all just like found each other. Anyway, the Blind of America got together. They formed a lawsuit against the American government saying that the dollar bill is discriminatory towards blind people, that the dollar bill discriminates against the blind. I'm like, well, you have a fucking I don't know why they're suing money. There's a whole list of things other than money that's discriminatory towards the blind. We can go through it alphabetically even, like air shows, bullfights, circuses, dog races, eyeglasses, fireworks, golf, handball, illustrations, juggling, karaoke. What are we at? L? Light. Mimes, Norman Rockwell, orange, the color orange, very discriminatory towards the blind. Photography, QuickTime, reflection, skeet shooting, tattoos, U-Hauls, viewpoints, wallpaper, x-rays, yard sales, and zebras. All of them are discriminatory towards the blind. I don't know why they're suing money. Yeah, clap, clap, clap. He said a lot of words. From air shows to zebras, or are they horses? You don't know, you're fucking blind. See, that's my point. Oh, I got arrested in Wyoming for misdemeanor marijuana possession. That was fun. Me in jail, you might as well send me in there with lipstick and a prom dress. I did not fare well, prepare to get dick slapped. By the way, dick slapping, a lot like communism. It only looks good on paper. I found that out. Wasn't funny. All I could think about when they were throwing me in the back of the squad car, the one thought that was invading my head more than any other thought was, oh, they're gonna stick a finger up my butt. That's all I could think about was because I called jail the pokey, and I don't know why, but I assumed butt stuff. I assumed they don't do that because guards are like losing fingers and finding polyps. I don't know why they stopped, but anyway, what they do now is they strip you naked in front of a guard. You have to put your hands on your head like this. You have to squat down like this, cough, and walk towards the wall like this while coughing. If anything comes out, had something up your butt, you know, in nature's pocket. And I didn't want to do that because I've said what this looks like. It's not exactly delicious man candy. I don't show it off to Tom, Dick, and Harry that wants to see my Johnny-come-lately. I don't like doing that. So I'm like looking at the guard, just trying to be a human, just me. I'm like, hey, buddy, you and me right here. There is nothing up my butt. Okay, there's just nothing up there. I want to go in there. I want to serve my time. I want to come out having nobody look up my butt. Can we do that? And he goes, it's the law. You have to do this. And I go, I'm in jail. I obviously don't give a shit about the law. It's kind of why I'm here. He goes, well, I'm gonna force you to do it if you don't do it willingly. I'm like, well, force me, okay. So I start taking off my clothes. I get to my underwear, and I'm so self-conscious. I'm like, you know what? No, there's not diamonds or an iPod up my ass. There's nothing up there. I just want to go in there. I want to serve my time. I want to come out. How can you fucking force me to squat and waddle? I'm not gonna fucking squat and waddle, so fuck you. No, no, no. And he looked me right in the eye. He's like, there's free cable in there. I was like, okay, let's do this. All right. Waddle, waddle. You know what they're using? I found this out. In Canada, they're actually doing it. But in order to sniff out drugs and bombs in cars, you know what they're using? I didn't know about this. Honeybees. That's a real thing that they do. And they're training honeybees to sniff out drugs and bombs in cars. That's the most effective method I've ever heard about ever. Oh my God. Officer comes up to the car. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, you have any contraband in the car, sir? No, officer. Okay, I'm gonna dump this bag of bees in your car. Okay, I got weed. Here you go. The hell is... There's only like 2 taxable fun drugs in America, right? There's 18, you get tobacco, and 3 years later, 21, you get booze, and then that's it. After 21, you have nothing to look forward to until you turn like 25 and you can rent a U-Haul, and then that's it. It's lame. That's why I played around with drugs when I was younger, because I knew I wouldn't get in trouble. Like when I was young, it didn't work out, but I tried getting high by crushing up and snorting estrogen. Oh, now I get a nosebleed every month now. It sucks. It's horrible. Just think we have a great system started. We have a great 3-year segmented thing. Let's keep it going, and then it's awesome. Like 18, you make tobacco legal. 3 years later, 21, you make booze legal. 3 years after that, 24, you make marijuana legal. 3 years after that, you make mushrooms legal. 3 years after that, peyote. 3 years after that, ecstasy. 3 years after that, cocaine. By 80, you've earned heroin, right? I got so way. And here's another fun fact about me. Before I was a comic, I was a locksmith. So doors and locks, not really an issue for me, even drunk. So I get blackout drunk and I wake up to this. Ah! Get out of my car! Get the fuck out of my car! Because I just broke into some random lady's car and decided to take a nap. That's what happened. And I'm hungover, so the world could blow up, and I'm like, and all I said was, what time is it? And she's like, get the fuck out of my car! Get out of my car! And I'm like, oh, you're loud. What time is it? And then it clicks in my brain. I'm like, oh my God, I just committed a felony. I'm gonna go to jail, and it's not gonna be good. And so all of a sudden I'm starting to think, and I just gather every ounce of sobriety I have in me, and I'm like, no, what time is it? She goes, what? I go, what year is it? She goes, 2014. I go, then there's still time. And I ran away. Not arrested yet. Anyway, thank you very much. My name's Richie Stratton. Thank you.
And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Permanent Comedy, it's a web series that I do. It's on permanentcomedy.com. It's basically the gist of it is we discuss how comedy's permanently changed our lives. And the kind of anchor to the show is we do that discussion when we're getting tattooed, both of us. And usually it's a process where I get tattooed at the same time that what the comic does. We discuss life, why we got into comedy, and various things. Because when you're getting tattooed, you're forced to be yourself. You can't put on a facade. It's hard to be a character. It's hard to be fucking funny when someone's pinching on you repeatedly. And there's no doubt in my mind about you breaking into a lady's car to sleep in it. So we'll start off right there. Please tell the audience the truth behind that story.
I told it exactly how it happened.
That's why he's on the show.
That's exactly what happened. I just randomly I woke up to it, and I'm like, oh, I did something stupid again. But, I woke up in a bush like 3 weeks later that was about a foot from there. So that's kind of like my area that I pass. It's like 3 blocks from my house, too.
Nice. So you feel comfortable in your neighborhood. You clearly picked the right one.
Yeah, obviously.
And, so what are we getting tattooed on there today?
Well, this is the beginning of what's going to be my left sleeve, which is going to be aliens abducting zombies on my arm. So, yeah.
Very Portland of you.
Thank you very much. I worked very hard to think of 2 things I could put together.
Have a little food cart in the background and some kayaking lesbians off in the distance. That'll be really...
One can dream.
There's a whole arm there. It's a whole arm.
Yeah, it's a whole arm.
So, do you have any tattoos on your body that you regret? I know that when we first met, this was not nearly as pretty. That's because of Paul.
Paul fixed it up. This whole arm was a cover-up of a cover-up of a cover-up. By the time Paul got to it, it had been covered up like 4 times, and it was really bad, and like a lot of it was scar tissue. And I also have a Taoist quote on my back because I was so deep at 22.
So that's nice. People, I think when you watch the show, you'll get to realize that you see a lot of faces like this. And so if you have an earliest memory of comedy, what would it be?
Oh, God, probably the first time I went on stage, I guess. I mean, I don't know, like, The first time I ever got a laugh, I decided I wanted to be treasurer in 5th grade. So they had a big auditorium, and it was all filled with my entire class. And I went on stage, and I didn't prepare at all. Like, at all. I was just like, fuck it, I'm good. And then I went on stage, and I went, hi, my name's Richie Stratton, and and the whole crowd laughed, and I won treasurer. So there you go.
There
so
you
I
go.
was like, all right, come unprepared, get stuff. And I've pretty much done that ever since.
And now it's a career.
Now it's a career of being unprepared.
So, do you enjoy being more unprepared? Because I mean, I know you have a pretty set agenda.
What?
No, I know you. I do have
There's
to
just
repeat a
this
lot of
ringing
questions.
bell sound in my ears right now. You gotta. And he's
a
not
slight-
even on the bad part yet. Anyway, go ahead.
No, it's like applying a sunburn. It's like applying the worst sunburn you've ever had.
It's a vanity scab, is what I call them.
I like that.
He has this shit hurts tattooed around his butthole as well.
Oh my
So there you go. That's my tattoo artist.
No, that's
Polly.
tattoo artists. You don't want to be bored at a shop. They're like, I'm gonna get a Swedish fish on my balls. That just sounds like a fun thing
Why
to
not?
do, and they'll do it.
Why
No,
the
it's
hell not?
sincerely like people that work at. I mean, it's people that love. Most of the tattoo artists I've run into, they're dejected graphic artists, or people that came from like the food industry,
Sure.
and they just have a talent and they ran with it. There you go.
There you go.
Apply community. There's more master's degrees in tattoo shops in Portland than there are in the fucking Starbucks. I swear there are. There is so many masters in like graphic design, but that's why I like talking with tattoo artists and comics, because we have a unique life. I know when I first met you
Right.
4 years ago, you were more or less done with the road because you were on it so much. You were just
Well,
coming back when I was
had
just
a
starting.
hemorrhoid the size of my fist.
No, you literally
So,
said,
yeah.
you said, I'm done with road work, my ass is bleeding, and I thought you were joking, and you're like, no, I'm serious.
I'm seriously done with
He's like,
road work.
fuck
My ass is
Montana. I was
bleeding.
like, oh, explain, Mr. Stratton. So
I did. Here's the last few road gigs I couldn't get out of. So I had the feature drive me, and I had to lay on my stomach in the back seat as I got driven. So, and I performed, and it was funny. But yeah, then, oh god, I could only sleep on my tummy for a while.
dude, that's so bad.
Yeah, well,
It's like every comic that's ever like really established himself here in Portland has the most miserable backstory about something where it's like, oh yeah, I lost my colon, or I lost my leg, or I literally went psychotic, or I had a hemorrhoid as big as a fucking grapefruit.
yeah, we
Like,
never.
just-
We're all sad clowns, all
No,
of
it
us.
is. It's. I think we don't want to see other people see our tears, so it's like, hey, let's make them laugh.
Right.
I mean, no one wants
Unless
to
you
see a
want
sad
extra
clown.
towels at the hotel room, then you always cry in front of them.
I never thought of that one.
Yeah. Fun fact, also, say you're diabetic, because then you get a refrigerator.
Oh, really?
That's a fun fact. And also, I say
I'm learning things too.
Yeah. I say I'm OCD, and I get so many soaps, and then I just never bought soaps.
Here's a question
Ah.
I like to ask comics. Like, I know you enjoy the life. I know you enjoy tattoos.
Oh yeah, I
It-
love having them. I don't like getting them.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
See, I like the process of getting tattooed.
I just like them on me. If they could get licked on by kittens, I would love that even more.
The most adorable temporary tattoo. Like, little raspy sandpaper teeth.
He's right on my vein right now. Okay.
You should get a tattoo of a cat licking a temporary tattoo onto you.
When I'm almost out of
Yeah.
room, that's when I start
After
getting
you
the
get
silly
Swedish
tattoos.
fish on your ball and
Not the
this hurts around your
serious
butthole.
aliens abducting zombies tattoo I'm getting right now. That one's real serious.
I'm still kind of taken aback by the taint tattoo. Like, no,
Yeah.
not,
Not now.
not really. I'm just like,
It's a whole
it
different
has to
show.
have taken so much longer to heal than like an arm tattoo. Oh wow.
There you go. Haha.
You have a good immune system or a powerful taint, one or the other. Like it is,
You would like sleep in the splits or something like that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
with it.
assume.
Kind
I
of.
don't know. Maybe have like an ebision to keep the asshole open or the cheeks wide. You
I
know
don't even know
something.
what that word meant, but it
I
sounded.
know it sounded awesome, right?
did, it's
I have
like-
no idea what it means either. I heard it on SNL and I'd still use it.
I was like, is that gynecological? It sounded like it.
I know,
Like,
right?
It sounded Latin for butt spreader.
It was,
That's
you know,
awesome.
it was on a Centaur episode with Christopher Walken, but I like it.
And by the way, your strip club DJ bit, I laugh so hard.
Thank
every
you
time.
very
It is
much.
ridiculous. I
Yeah.
know the audience loved it. I watch you guys all cough up beers and shit.
Thank
That
you
was
very
always
much. Thank you.
Quite nice.
I
So,
wanted to create a rant joke again. 'Cause
no,
I miss
I'm with
those.
you. I'm with you. Now, so do you have a specific
DJ in mind when you're doing that, or is it just an amalgamation of
It's
just everybody?
a lot of them, but there is one in particular, and I'm not gonna.
No, I'm not. I'm actually backing it up.
I'm not gonna put him on blast or anything, but yeah, no, there's one that I worked with, and I was like, "You are particularly awful." So, like, yeah.
That's the thing I love. What's the one thing you love the most about Portland right now? Because I think we're at a really blessed time with culture. Everybody's walking in.
Probably be my job, because I really that's my favorite thing is going and looking at naked ladies. So I really enjoy my job right now. If you want to say if there's
jokes.
I'm as simple as I say. The world could blow up, but as long as I have titties, jokes, and Hulu and weed, I think I'll be happy. No, I know I'll be happy.
Yeah,
I'll be completely content for the rest of my life.
I know that you were engaged once, and that's a story that you always.
Oh yeah, you want to hear about that?
I would love to wrap up with that.
Okay, I was engaged twice. Twice I was engaged. Both times it was Canadian ladies for citizenship.
The ladies' man, the Canuck fuck over here, babies. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one.
That's the highest level of immigrant you could get, technically, because they're so lazy they can't jump the border, right?
I was so pumped about having
Kenyan.
socialized medicine. I was gonna fake illnesses and just go up there. Anyway, first one was for free rent in Manhattan. I was gonna marry her for 2 years, and we were gonna live in Manhattan for free. And then she was a horrible person, so I didn't do it. But then the next one was a porn actress. She was very nice. And,
not a porn star. You know how you phrase that? Not porn star.
No, she was not a porn.
Actress.
No, she did Bang Brothers and stuff. She was not a star. But when I get nostalgic, I do find her clips. So there we go.
That's my baby girl. That's my baby girl.
Yeah, she was really it was a good time.
Did you get nacho cheese all over that lady's car when you broke into it? Was that what happened? Like, were you sleep eating nachos? Like,
okay, yeah, I didn't tell this part, but I did throw up in her backseat.
Could that have been the explanation of the decibel level of her screaming?
No, it's definitely because I imbibed all the whiskey that night. I had it all. I had all the whiskey that night, and I needed to get rid of it because I'm a tiny, tiny man. So
I've been Todd Armstrong. This has been Richie Stratton and Paul from Aardvark Tattoos. Thank you again.
Created and directed by Todd Armstrong, produced by Todd Armstrong and Dustin Erickson. Permanent Comedy with Todd Armstrong would not be possible without our supporters. Video recorded, edited, and animated by Wolfwise Media. Original pixel art by Anthony Justiniano. Audio recorded and mixed by Rowan Studios. Original music by Soda Vice Music. And I've been the Permanent Comedy announcer, Greg Nibbler. Thanks for watching this episode of Permanent Comedy with Todd Armstrong. Always enjoy the choices you make.
You guys are all so scared we're going to tattoo you, I bet, huh? We're going to walk up here and draw a dick on your cheek forever. Forever.